Hello, sisters. So, back with the question of the week. This was my question. I asked, how will the world end? And I think I should have also asked, and when? Because I think that's also an interesting part of the question. So, I thought about this a bit. I didn't want to do too much looking into this. I didn't want to, allow the prior works to bias too much. But yeah, when kind of enumerating the list of things that I think might eventually cause the end of the Earth or the human civilization, I felt like I noticed kind of two broad categories. The two categories that I noticed emerged were things that I feel like have a vanishingly small probability of happening. Well, or that happen at geological timescales, and things that I think that humanity can handle. So on the one side, we have like asteroid hitting or supervolcano or magnetic poles flipping. These are all things that are occurring on like hundreds of thousands of years timescale. And then there's and then on the other side, the AI, nuclear war slash winter, climate change, or like some infectious disease. These are all things that we know, we've seen throughout human lifetimes. Obviously, climate change is ongoing and we're kind of driving towards the edge of that cliff. But they're all things that I feel I kind of have this fundamental optimism about human beings and our ability to adapt and to solve problems. Now, I don't think that means we can kind of rest on our laurels and just say, "Oh, well, they'll all work themselves out," because obviously we only solve any of these problems by having this groundswell of support and initiatives to tackle these problems. But so I so I came up with this term. I have fundamental anthro-optimism, hashtag anthro-optimism, that we will be able to avoid slash handle the problems that arise because of the things in that second category. Because obviously those things in the first category that I had described, those are kind of the class of problems, super volcano erupting. Not a lot we can do about that, but it also is an occurrence that happens in the hundreds of thousands of years timescales. Um, so then I guess the other part of this question is, you know, just because Earth is gone or the population of Earth is destroyed, if we manage to populate other planets, Mars, then that won't destroy all of humanity. So the fundamental question becomes, will one of those kind of Earth human destroying events happen before we have the capability to populate other planets? And given how long they take, between occurrences and the trajectory that humanity is on, I feel like I have optimism again about the possibility of such a thing happening. So, so anyway, I think my answer is never. We're gonna have a society. There's this series of book called The Culture. It's this post scarcity uh, civilization, and we're just gonna colonize the galaxy, and everything's gonna be awesome for the rest of until the heat death of the universe. So that's my answer. Boom.